to our Health and Wellness webinar series. These videos are intended to provide you with the knowledge required to get you on the road to a healthier lifestyle. In this video, we discuss our top 10 Healthy Trekker tips. These are simple suggestions to make small changes throughout the day to improve your health overall. Your presenters are Melody Champion and Andrea Morley, nutritionist and health coaches. My name is Melody and I'll be leading you through today's presentation. As always, please note that this information is for educational purposes only. We want you to always follow your own doctor's advice first and foremost. So let's get started. As we go through these, please keep in mind the goal is always to take a look at your daily habits and implement one or two changes at a time. We want to make sure that it becomes habit before you tackle another change. We're not encouraging you to take on too much at one time because that would be really hard to maintain in the long term, and we really want to set you up for success. So tip number one is drink water. Hunger is often confused with dehydration, and even mild dehydration can alter our body's metabolism. So the goal is to drink about 8 glasses a day. An interesting fact is studies show people who drink 2 glasses of water before every meal actually feel full faster and eat less, which is really great to help promote a healthy weight management program. So if you're not used to consuming a lot of water, you can try things like using an infused water, put a bit of fruit in some water the night before, leave it in your fridge the next day. You can actually taste the flavor. So we really love some lime or some lemon. One of our favorites in the office is some lime with some strawberries. Another tip is to pack enough water for your trip, whether it's you're driving truck all day or you're going on a family vacation. Make sure that you have enough water with you so that you don't have to worry about stopping and purchasing some or grabbing some. It's right with you. It's very convenient, so you're more likely to drink it. Try to sneak in 1 glass as soon as you wake up. That way you're already starting with a leg up on your water consumption for the day. And always consume at least 1 glass before each meal. As we said, that really does help with weight management. Eat carbs. We want you to replace refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, bagels, cereal, any of those simple carbohydrates that your body digests very, very quickly and can lead to a spike in insulin levels. We want you to question those and replace them with something like a sweet potato, whole grains, brown rice, sugar alternatives such as stevia or coconut sugar. The best thing to do is read the label and pay attention to the fiber content. That's what's going to show that it will be digested a little bit slower. The higher in fiber, the slower the digestion and the more regular your blood sugar levels will be. Catch some Z's. Research suggests that those who sleep 5 hours or less actually weigh at least 5 pounds more than those who get an average of 7 hours of sleep per night. So we recommend that you strive for 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Now, the thing is, you have to pay attention to what your body's needs are. You will be different than maybe your spouse or require less sleep than a friend of yours or your neighbor. You might need 7 hours where your friend might need 9. Pay attention to how much sleep you need to feel good, to feel alert, and try to strive for getting that whether you're at home or on the road. Some ways to do that is to maintain the same bedtime. Create rituals. If you tend to have a chamomile tea every night before bed, try to do that even when you're out on the road. Ensure your sleeping quarters are comfortable. Use some earplugs if it's too loud where you're trying to sleep. Make sure that you have blackout blinds if you need. And like we said, aim for 7 to 8 hours sleep according to what your body's requirements are. Exercise your body and your mind. Stress is a really big contributor to poor health, and it can lead to distracting driving, speed up our body's aging process, may have negative effects on our personal relationships, and cause unnecessary food cravings. So to counteract some of these negative effects, you could try something as simple as yoga or meditation, getting outside in nature. Get your body moving with some exercise, read a book, or try some deep breathing exercises. Exercise has huge benefits for your mind and your body. Research does boast that decreased body weight, a smaller waist circumference, a lower resting heart rate, and lower blood pressure are all improved with exercise. It also makes us more alert behind the wheel, and it boosts our mood. These are all great things when our job is driving, when our job is sitting at the desk. It makes us more productive. Something to strive for is to be active for at least 30 minutes every day, and that does help keep your stress at bay and keep your body strong and lean. Eating breakfast is extremely important. By eating a healthy breakfast, you'll give your metabolism a quick jump start first thing in the morning. You'll be better in control of your cravings throughout the day. And studies do show again and again that daily breakfast consumption is associated with maintaining a healthy weight. If you're not used to eating breakfast every day, you could start small with something like a piece of fruit, a small protein bar, yogurt, smoothie, or even a small handful of plain unsalted nuts would be a great start. The best thing to do is to choose something that maybe has a little bit of protein in it. That way you're getting the most out of what you are eating. Get that metabolism revved up and ready to go for the day. Speaking of protein, we want you to consume lean protein. Our bodies do require protein to renew and replenish our cells, stabilize our blood sugar, and give us some energy. Some foods that contain protein are typically animal products. So choose lean cuts of meat like turkey, chicken, lean beef, or lean pork. You can also go with a dairy, so some low-fat cheeses. Even cottage cheese is extremely high in protein. Eggs, hard-boiled eggs are really portable. As soon as you get home from the grocery store, you put that pot on the stove and get the water boiling and boil up a whole pot of hard-boiled eggs, and that way you've got them in the fridge for the next couple of days. So really, really portable. Fish is another really lean choice. You can choose anything from a white fish, or to get some good essential fatty acids, you can choose a salmon. There's tons of vegetarian choices. You've got beans, nuts, seeds. Nut butters and hummus are always recommended because they're portable. Put them in a little container. Have some peanut butter or some almond butter with a few apple slices, or some hummus with some vegetable slices, some carrot sticks. Those are great to take out on the road and are a perfect high protein, healthy snack for you to choose. Healthy fats are extremely important. A common misconception is that fat should be completely eliminated from our diet to maintain a healthy weight. The truth actually is that your body needs dietary fat for energy, healthy hair, healthy skin, nails. It's also extremely required to absorb certain vitamins and minerals. Good fats promote several health benefits, protecting us against heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and depression, as well as reducing blood pressure and lowering cholesterol. So some good sources are nuts, seeds. Again, with the fatty fish, we want some good quality salmon, some avocado, and extra virgin olive oil is a really good choice to add to your daily diet. Eat greens. Greens are extremely nutrient dense. When it comes to your health, leafy vegetables really do pack a big punch. They deliver a high amount of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, which are plant nutrients, fiber, and believe it or not, protein. So pack some salads to take on the road, or a handful of spinach to add to your smoothie to increase your intake of greens every single day. I know that might sound a little strange, but when you whip up that smoothie, you add a handful of spinach to it. It may change the color slightly, but it really isn't going to change that taste. And it's a really easy way to add another serving of greens to your daily routine. Eat more frequently. It's really important to balance your food intake throughout the day to maintain blood sugar level and decrease the chances of binging later when hunger strikes. Feeding your body on a regular basis does let it know that food is available, and it's okay to start burning some of that off as energy instead of storing it as fat. If you restrict your eating throughout the day, your body actually goes into something called starvation mode, where it doesn't know when you're going to feed it again. If you're not giving the food regularly, it stores it as fat to prepare for when you're starving it again. So if you eat on a regular basis throughout the day, your body can actually utilize that food as fuel. So the best thing to do is split your meals up into smaller meals, let's say about 4 to 5 throughout the day. So make sure that you have your three regular breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and add a couple snacks in between. That's the best way to have frequent meals. We're aiming for about every 2 to 3 hours. We want to have something, whether it's a small snack or a scheduled meal. Keep it natural. Reading labels and avoiding ingredients such as sugars, trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, also known as FCS, and anything that has really long names that are hard to pronounce are best to be avoided. The healthiest foods are those that are found the way nature intended, whole and unprocessed. So the best way to do this is start with how you shop. When you go to a grocery store, try to stay on the perimeter of the store. That's where you're going to find all the fresh produce, fresh dairy products, the meats from the butcher instead of canned or frozen or processed in flour and other fatty products, and even fresh bakery items. Just stick to the whole grain. Bakery items are healthy as well, and that'll be found in the perimeter. That is a really good way to judge it. If you start going down those aisles in the stores, you're going to find all the processed high sugar snack bars and cookies and over processed cereals and what have you. Sticking to the perimeter is the best way to stay as whole and unprocessed as possible. So, I want to take this time to thank you for joining us today. As always, we really love to hear from you. We want your feedback and any suggestions on topics that you would like us to cover in the future. So, the best way to get in touch with us is to send an email to info@healthytrucker.com. Thanks for listening and have a fantastic day.